Okay. I'm gonna try it out. Seems like an interesting game. Give me a second. So I update my feed. And get my Twitch going. Okay, we are ready. So I really have absolutely no idea what this game is about. I kind of just saw it in the shop, and it looks pretty interesting based on the title and the short description that it had. So we're gonna try it out. I think it might be a visual novel, but I'm not entirely sure. Director's commentary. No, we don't want to do that, do we? Progress is saved at the end of each chapter. Means we're gonna have to do this chapter by chapter. If that's the case, if the chapters are relatively long, like Telltale games, I'll probably do one chapter per stream.
The gulls do not land here anymore. I've noticed
I guess
that
it's going to depend on how long the chapters are.
Maybe it's the depletion of the fishing stock driving them away. Perhaps it's me. When he first landed here, Donnelly wrote that the herds were sickly, and their shepherds the lowest of the miserable classes that populate these Hebridean islands.
Dang, I lost my
300
chapstick.
years later, even they have departed.
I swear, I can never keep track of a freaking chapstick. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to be moving here. My bad. I thought this was a cutscene. Huh. Sorry about that, guys. Ooh, this is scurry. Is this a horror game? I don't even know. This seems like it's a horror game. I wonder if there's any combat. O-H-C-C Hi. Can I crouch? Oh, okay. Pretty much it seems like every button zooms in. This door, but I can't really go into it. There wasn't really much in there. Is this a different... Yeah, this is different. There's some blue paint. A boiler. A lot of blue paint. Guess we'll continue on. Oh, hey, what's up, Alexis? Let me know how it looks for you on your side. Oh, okay, I guess I can just walk on nothing.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit. A holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form.
More paint.
Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy
I figure you might buffer quite a bit with this game. I'm not sure if it, like, you know, graphics of the game have anything to do with it. Can I just, like, walk on this? Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. There's a road there. We gotta get to it. Oh, I don't think I can go this way. Can I climb up a little bit? Am I supposed to go this way? Am I supposed to fall? I don't know. Let's fall. See what happens. Okay. My controller is rumbling. Wonder if I'm taking any type of fall damage or anything. There's no run. Literally every single button does is just zoom. I wish there was something that could, like, quicken your pace up a little bit.
At night, you can see the lights sometimes from a passing tanker or trawler. From up on the cliffs, they are mundane. But down here, they fugue into ambiguity. For instance, I cannot readily tell if they belong above or below the waves. The distinction now seems banal. Why not everything and all at once? There's nothing better to do here than indulge in contradictions whilst waiting for the fabric of life to unravel.
A weird symbol. I'm buffering a lot, but I'll be watching. I hope you at least get to see some of it. This game seems super interesting.
Dear Esther, I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay.
Is that a car door?
A listless wreck without identification.
It's a car door.
My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves. My forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
Oh, what happens if I keep going out further into the water? Because it doesn't seem like I'm swimming. I have no feet. Do I? I can't tell. I have to get out of this water. Come on, get out of the water. Out. There we go. Now I have no feet. Leaves a lot to be wondering about. I suppose there's nothing over here, but it looked like there would be something more than just a couple of random car doors. And this weird symbol. Whatever it means. Like a G. So I'm gonna keep following it. I'm gonna go back up to that weird house. Maybe there's something I missed in there. Possibly. Is that a light? Nah, must have been just in the graphics. Wigging out a little bit. Alright, come on. We got this. Oh, there's a lighthouse over there. This episode's called The Lighthouse. Maybe I should go to that. But there's another lighthouse over there. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, my phone down. Okay, we're gonna go to that lighthouse and see what that is. If I can even get to it. There seems to be a path here, so there's got to be something going in this direction. Look at this beautiful scenery. Oh no, this path just brought me back to the creepy house, I think. Yeah, this just brought me back to the creepy house. I guess the creepy house is a lighthouse. Do you buffer when you watch Poseidon's videos? That's disgusting. There's got to be something in here. It's like just too out there to not be. Still kind of buffering. Hey, I don't know. I do not know what is going on in this game. Because I followed the path. There was nothing that way going down the beach. And I followed the path as far as it could go without falling down. Which is just past this point. There's a cave in here, but you can't go anywhere in here. Sorry, there's something on my TV screen. Yeah, I can't go anywhere here. I saw a flickering light down there earlier. It doesn't seem to be there anymore. Right? Yeah, it's gone. It was in the mouth of that cave. But I can't do anything here. And they make it seem like you have to go this way, but you can't really without falling. See, I'm like falling. There's no jump. Every other button is just a zoom mechanic button. Sorry, Alexis. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, what the hell? Oh my god, tell me I don't have to switch games already, because I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. That is so annoying. Is there anything? No, controller. Vertical sensitivity, let's turn that up. That is kind of slow. Inverted? No, we don't want no inverted. Brightness, field of view. Okay. Maybe let's put some captions on. Not large captions. Hey everybody that just jumped into my stream, how are you doing? If you know anything about this game, let me know, because I just jumped into it and I've literally like followed every single path that I possibly could in the game, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I've walked around every available portion of the map. And all there really is a path that leads you to a drop point and a cave. There you can't go any further. This creepy house has all these random symbols, but when you look at them, they don't do anything. I thought maybe it'd be something similar to Hellblade with Senua, where you like focus in on something to, like, you know, trigger an event or something, but that doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. The narrator stopped talking, so it's like expecting me to be somewhere or go somewhere, but I can't really get to anywhere. That path takes you up to the drop-off, where I've tried like 3 or 4 times already to get across it, and I just fall down. So I'm going to explore the water and see what happens in the water. Yeah, it's like...
Come back.
Okay, that was weird. I just drowned myself. Oh, and I got a trophy for drowning myself. Yeah, the symbols on the wall are like some type of blue paint. Some type of blue paint. There's blue paint up, like a can of that color, up by the cave, which leads to nowhere. And the paint came from this building, because there's like a shit ton of paint buckets in here. But they don't do anything. And when we walk up here, we'll get to the cave. We can get across this drop-off without a problem. What is that? A paper. Can't read it. Bunch of nonsense writing. And here's the paint bucket. Very neon blue. And this is a drop-off where you can see the path is right there, but I can't get across it because when I try to climb the wall, like the other drop-off point, I just fall down there. And if you follow that way all the way over, it leads to another dead end with a car door and a weird symbol carved into the ground, but when you zoom on the symbol, it does nothing. And then we can come in here and look at the beautiful scenery. But zooming in does nothing. Earlier, when the first time I came to the cave, there was a glowing light down there, and he talked about Esther leaving a present at the mouth of the cave, which is obviously right there, but I can't figure out how to get to it. Path seems linear, but it's really not. No, look, I'm trying to get across this again. Like, it seems pretty obvious you're supposed to get across this. But as you can see, I'm already kind of falling here. This game is Dear Esther. It's called Dear Esther. It's kind of ridiculous, too, because this is, like, literally the start of the game. This is literally the start of the game. And I fall down. And this game has like super high ratings and everything. And it's supposed to be like really, really good. And it'd be freaking great if I knew what I was supposed to be doing. Maybe there's another... Is this a path? This kind of looks like a path I can climb. Let's go try to climb that. Oh no, I think these are the stairs that brought me back to the creepy house. Maybe there's another way I can go on the stairs that I didn't notice the first time. So we'll slowly ascend these stairs. slowly ascend these stairs. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah. The first time I came up these stairs, I think I fell down again. I should have turned here. Ha! I'm stupid. Alright, let's continue on. That was like the first 20 minutes of my stream that was wasted with me not knowing what to do.
The mount is clearly the focal point of this landscape. It almost appears so well placed as to be artificial. I find myself easily slipping into the delusional state of ascribing
yeah, I know, right?
Deliberate motive to everything here.
So crazy.
Was this island formed during the moment of impact? When we were torn loose from our moorings and the seatbelts cut motorway lanes into our chests and shoulders, did it first break surface then?
Alexis, you're still here. I'm glad you're still here. I'm going off path, guys. For no reason at all.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath.
The white chalk?
You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died
Goodbye,
along
daylight.
with its hosts.
Oh, we got some headstones over here.
My lines are just for this. To keep any would-be rescuers at bay.
Would-be rescuers?
The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Oh, jeez. That got serious real quick.
I quote directly. A motley lot with little to recommend them. I have now spent 3 days in their company. That is, I fear, enough for any man not born amongst them. Despite their tedious inclination to quote scripture, they seem to be the most godforsaken of all the inhabitants of the Outer Isles. Indeed, in this case, the very gravity of that term, forsaken by God, seems to find its very apex. It appears to me that Donnelly, too, found those who wander this shoreline to be adrift from any chance of redemption. Did he include himself in that, I wonder?
What videos are you editing? Are you doing, like, the COD from 2 nights ago? Or, I mean, last night? Whatever you played. No, you didn't play much last night. Probably was 2 nights ago. Besides, every time I play COD, I need you to jump in and then jump back out, because when you do that, all of a sudden, I'll start, like, wrecking them. I'm assuming they put these large boulders here so you don't get lost in the many thousands of paths they give you. COD best of videos. I have these things far back as before Christmas. Dang. Huh, you're gonna be busy. Guess a lot, 'cause we played a lot the past 10 days.
Dear Esther, I met Paul.
Paul.
I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton.
So you got
we drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another.
Cave
Although
mouth.
he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason,
Looks like
or
I can
retribution,
get back
he still
up there.
spiraled
There's
in panic,
path right there.
thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet.
That's creepy house.
Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Alright, let's go into this super dank,
this hermit, this seer, this
super
distant historian of bones
creepy
and old bread, where did he vanish to?
cave.
Why? Asked the farmers. Why? Asked Jakobsen. Why bother with your
More
visions
blue
at all
paint.
if you're just to throw your arms up at the cliff and let it close in behind you and seal you into the belly of the island, a museum shut to all but the most devoted?
We got what looks like a cell. At least I'm interpreting this as like a cell in the body. And it's got branches on it. So I'm thinking it's a little bit more than just a cell. This is the same writing we saw in the creepy house. Yeah, like a nerve cell, right? The same creepy writing we saw in creepy house. It's got more branching on it. It looks like a chemical equation almost. HCCOH. I don't remember too much from chemistry to remember what that is. Yeah, a chemical compound. Got an octopus thing? Octopus? Arrow. That's this like arrow thing was on the strange symbol on the beach that I saw earlier that I never went back to that looked like a G. And then there's another nerve cell. The Hydra. I like that. And then here's another nerve cell. But this one kind of looks more like a tree. Okay. I don't know what we can interpret from all of that. Maybe I kind of want to get to that wrecked ship, but I'm scared to go in the water because I don't know how deep this is. And considering that you can't, once you fall in the water, you just die instantly. Doesn't really look like just a clear path for me to go over there. Let's climb over here. Through all this lavender plant. I think that's lavender. I don't know, is it like the game, like the feel of the game kind of has like almost like a Skyrim look to it. Just more developed graphically wise.
I dreamt I stood in the center of the sun and the solar radiation cooked my heart from the inside. My teeth will curl and my fingernails fall off into my pockets like loose change. If I could stomach, I'd eat, but all I seem capable of is salt water.
No problem, Poseidon. Thank you for stopping by.
Turn feral and gorge. I'm as emaciated as a body on a slab, opened up for a premature source of death. I've rowed to this island in a heart without a bottom, all the bacteria of my gut rising up to sing to me.
That was really disgusting description. So I don't know, it's like, am I dead then? Oh, he did say he was gonna leave. What did he say? He said he was gonna leave something at the foot of his grave. A book? I don't remember. So we're going to continue on. I'm sure that book had some type of significance. Dear Esther. So I'm wondering if, since I can't see any like feet or hands or anything, I can't really tell what gender I am. So I'm wondering if like you're Esther and you're reading this note from whoever the narrator is. Oh god, this looks like I can't get back up here. Loading. Donnelly.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times.
Bristol.
But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my ordnance survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome break services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Pull ashore. So was he on the ship that we saw sunken by the cave? We got another flashing light over there. Looks like another shipyard. What is that? a can of some sort. A barrel. More cans. Paper. Okay, so here's a sunken ship, presumably the one he was on. A cargo ship of some sort. Okay, I don't know why I thought I could climb that box and then climb that. So we got a bunch of cargo. Wonder if we can get on the ship. Broken cargo freight. Music is insane. Doesn't appear like there's any real way to get on the ship. So I guess we'll climb back up this hill and take the other path. If anybody's here and you know of a way to get on the ship,
and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Oh. Okay, so Esther died. I don't know if I should be climbing this or going down on that bottom path. Wow, that's a big jump. Shall we jump? Oh, look, another creepy house. Okay, so I thought I was climbing back up to the point where I was in order to take the left path, because I came up to a fork in the road and I took the right, which brought me to the shipyard. But now it's just kind of brought me somewhere entirely different. So first I'm going to come down here, see if there's any narrative dialogue I can...
When I first looked into the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition.
Jesus. Can I fall in here? I'm too scared to find out. I don't want to find out. So we're going to climb up to these creepy shacks. Take a look what they have in here.
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft and understood that I must go up and then find the way under.
Oh, okay, so we have to go into the shaft.
I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge.
A syringe.
There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
So we got a syringe. Maybe for the animals this broken down thing used to hold. Oh crap, what is that? Oh my god, they were doing like surgery or something in here. A lot of blood, gauze pads, some more syringes. Can we read that? I don't think we can. It looks illegible. Yeah, I can't zoom in far enough to read that. So whatever was in here was doing either fixing themselves or doing surgery on some type of animal. But that doesn't look old. That looks decently recent. If you're looking at like the color of the blood and everything on there. Kind of gives it a creepy vibe. So the narrator said we have to climb the hill to find a passageway into the shaft.
The constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work.
Donnelly.
He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him, either.
His malcontented sheep. So there were sheep here at one point. I got another barn. We'll check that one out after this, I think. See what's in here first.
Inventory. A trestle table we spread wallpaper on in our first home. A folding chair. I laughed at you for bringing camping in the lakes. I was uncomfortable later and you laughed then. This diary. The bed with the broken springs. Once asleep you have to remember not to dream. A change of clothes. Donnelly's book, stolen from Edinburgh Library on the way here. I will burn them all on the last morning and make an aerial of my own.
What's that? Oh, okay. So here's the diary being burned. A bunch of music notes. Package. More squigglies. There's an arrow on the top of whatever this one is, like as if it's going in that direction. Let's go check out that barn. I feel like I'm walking a little bit faster. A big ass boulder. I don't know what that is. Seems like another chemical equation. Bunch of arrows. I can't duck. Oh, we got some stacked rocks. Let's go to the behind the house. Maybe the narrator's got some type of dialogue for me to listen to about these stacked rocks. These usually signify something, but I don't quite remember what it is. Alright, we'll keep moving then. Alexis, you're still here. Excuse me for a second. Just buffering is all. I wish we could figure out why you can view Poseidon's stream, but you can't view mine as well as you can view his. Where the hell am I going to put this? Okay. Okay, got snacks. Am I still on a path? I have to be.
He left his body to the medical school and was duly opened out for a crowd of students 21 days after his passing. The report is included in my edition of his book. The syphilis had torn through his guts like a drunk driver, scrambling his organs like eggs on a plate.
Ugh.
But enough definition remained for a cursory examination, and, as I suspected, they found clear evidence of kidney stones. He's likely to have spent the last years of his life in considerable pain. Perhaps this is the root of his laudanum habit. Although its use makes him an unreliable witness, I find myself increasingly drawn into his orbit. They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose.
That is scary.
Struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot. But he is proving an unreliable witness.
Huh. Donnelly, you bastard.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken.
Ugh.
It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
That's scary. There's a candle lit. I mean, somebody's here. Recently. Oh, holy oh my god, I was not expecting the fall. Jakobsen. Right? The candle is really spooky.
From here on in, his guidance, unreliable as it is gone from me. I understand now that it is between the two of us, and whatever correspondence can be drawn from the wet rocks.
Okay. More candles. More blue paint. The hell? This is dope looking. Now what the hell is this? Some bioluminescent paint? And one with a considerable amount of red on it. Just a single one. Now we're going into some weird cave with bioluminescent mushrooms. Yeah. Now we got another fork in the path. Let's go this way first. Whoa. That is dope looking. More candles.
Back as far as the Sanford Junction and come up the hard shoulder like radio signals from another star. It took 21 minutes for them to arrive. I watched Paul time it to the second on his watch.
I don't know why you're buffering. Like, sometimes you're good and you don't buffer me, and other times you buffer the entire time. More chemical compounds. Whoa. This one is intricate. This looks like a circuit. Or perhaps a map. No, definitely a circuit. So much interesting stuff. Gives me a clear way to get to these candles, too. Maybe I'm supposed to go down the gorge that I just saw. I just want to explore a little bit more in here before I attempt that, in case I die. There is no other way. Okay, I'm gonna go jump down the gorge. To the gorge we go. Hey, other people that just jumped into my stream, how you doing today? They're playing an indie game called Dear Esther. It's a blind playthrough. I have no idea what's going on in this game. A lot of exploration. A lot of jumping into gorges. Okay. Let's do it. Alright, I think I'm gonna start drowning. I don't really see a way to get out of the water. Oh wait, there we go. Okay. I was supposed to jump down there. This is so cool looking. Could you imagine like seeing something like this in real life? Up, up, and away. Okay. Wait. No, this has got to be different. No, this is different. I thought it just brought me right back to where I jumped off. Alright, this looks like a sketchy turn here. Okay, now I'm good. More candles. Lit by who knows? A lot of bioluminescent going on in here. That just sticks out so much. Okay.
In my final dream, I sat at peace with Jakobsen and watched the moon over the Sandford Junction. Goats grazed on the hard shoulder. A world gone to weed and redemption.
What is that?
He showed me his fever scars, and I mine. Between each shoulder, the nascency of flight.
Is that a paper boat? I think it is. Yeah, it's a paper boat. Somebody's in here. Let's go find out who it is. Maybe I'm supposed to intercept that. Could you imagine? That's really freaking cool. Got some quartz crystals or something. Maybe some azurite. Some Chrysocolla. You know, Alexis, I really have no idea what this game is supposed to be about. All I know is it was like $3 on the PlayStation Network. And I was like, sure, why not? Because I had to spend $5 and I wanted to get that other game with the little girl, the Inuit girl, and the fox. It was also $2. But apparently, like, this game is extremely well rated from what Bill was telling me about it. A lot of people are saying it's like on their top 10 favorite games. But it seems interesting enough. Not really sure where that paper boat came from. It floated down from over there, but there's nothing over there. I thought it was like, in the beginning, I almost thought it was going to be a horror game. But it doesn't seem like that. I think maybe it's like a mystery. That is so cool. I want my walls to look like this. Like one giant geode.
When I was coming round from the operation, I remember the light they shone in my eyes to check for pupil contraction. It was like staring up at a moonlit sky from the bottom of a well. People moved at the summit, but I could not tell if you were one of them.
More candles. Oh, writing. Behold, Dana. Behold, Damascus is taken? What? Or is that a P? No, it looks like it should be a D. Damascus is taken. I don't know what that says. But holy shit, whoever was in here was extremely busy with whatever they were doing. Drawing all these nerve cells. Damascus is taken. Is that a name? Maybe it's a name I've heard they were talking about, but I'm not recognizing it. Away from being a pity. Away from being a pity. And it, and it. Maybe if I walk farther away. It shall be, O, is it a P-U-I-N-O-U-S? Or is that a P? A pompous, maybe? Pompous? I can't tell what that last word is. I don't like whatever these tendril thingies are. Hope y'all don't mind me eating my almonds. Okay. Wow, this person can really hold their breath. Another drop-off point. Oh no, I wanted to read that! Oh, now I'm on a highway. Underwater. What? Oh, he did say something about somebody being taken by a drunk driver. So I'm wondering if it's showing us this right now. God, this is so creepy. Okay, it was a memory. Get out of the water, buddy. So we got the light, the end of the tunnel. And we're loading. Esther, trophy Esther. Okay, we're still in a cave. More candles lit, which means whoever's here. Oh no, this is the opening, the mouth of the cave. Probably what they talked about in the beginning. Here's the source of the candles. They said they left a present at the mouth of the cave.
The moon over the Sandford Junction.
Oh, what is
headlights
that?
in your retinas. Donnelly
It's
drove
another
a grey
circuit.
hatchback without a bottom. All the creatures of the
That's
tarmac
cool.
rose to sing to him. All manner of symbols crudely scrawled across the cliff face of my unrest. My life reduced to an electrical diagram. All my gulls have taken flight. They will no longer roost on these outcrops. The lure of the moon over the Sandford Junction is too strong.
Okay, so the paintbrush, so whoever was painting had finished. So they left their paintbrush. What? Are you saying, oh my lord, to your buffering? Or the game? So, here's the car crash.
Dear Esther,
Oh, maybe that's why the doors.
I find each step harder and heavier. I drag Donnelly's corpse on my back across these rocks, and all I hear are his whispers of guilt, his reminders, his burnt letters, his neatly folded clothes. He tells me I was not drunk at all.
Oh no. Donnelly was the one who crashed. He was the drunk guy who crashed and caused the accident. So we have... maybe these are supplies he patched himself up with. And we got like... one of those... oh, what, the defibrillator? Was that what it is? Yeah, a defibrillator. The heart thing. Who is lighting all these candles? More chemical compound. I wish I could scroll in more. It looks like... I mean, we're to assume this is Esther. And the narrator is obviously somebody who loved her. Who we are is uncertain. Alright, what is this over here? We got some car doors, like I saw earlier, a muffler, 2 tires, an exclamation mark, some creepy sound. It looks like the wreckage took place on the island. And all the items are just scattered.
There were chemical diagrams on the posters on the walls on the waiting room. It seemed appropriate at the time. Still life abstractions of the processes which had already begun to break down your nerves and your muscles in the next room. I crammed diazepam as I once crammed for chemistry examinations. I am revising my options for a long and happy life.
Does this say anything? Helene? Heal? Oh, heal. Heal. Oh, okay. I see now. Gotta kind of turn. I don't know what that says, but it says from heal Helen, maybe. And that kind of looks like it says gone to me. Unless that was heaven. I don't know. The writing is so hard to read. I don't want to spend too much time deciphering it.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
21. There's 21. But they didn't sink. There's got to be some type of meaning to that. Oh God. On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. That's what it said on the hillside. A light from heaven shone. It didn't say gone. On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. There's an egg's nest. I wonder if I'm supposed to go in here into the water. Oh, can I read these? Departed sincerely. Robot. Depart Japan on July. Woohoo, I almost killed myself. Oh, I fell! No, I fell! I fell. I'm dead.
Come back.
Okay. Well, I wasn't supposed to go in the water, obviously. So where the hell am I supposed to go? Oh, okay. Is there a path over here? Note to self, don't try to read paper boats. You will fall and drown. And they were saying something about when people died, the customary thing to do was to carve lines in the side of the mountain to expose the chalk underneath, which is what I think that is. And here's a light shown from heaven. A light from heaven shone around him. We saw that. Was there an alternate path? I don't think there was. At least not one that I saw. Maybe I was supposed to go up to the electrical board. So we know it's fairly certain that Esther is dead, killed by a drunk driver. The narrator is somebody who came here. Presumably this was like their place or something, like a special place to them. He found somebody injured. Doesn't seem like he likes this person too much. He himself gets injured. His leg becomes infected. He's dragging around the dead body of, or the dying corpse of the other guy. Man of the rocks. Yeah, these chapters are super long. So what I'm going to end up doing is as soon as I finish this chapter, I'll probably end the stream for a little while. I'm going to go cook dinner. And then I'll be back on shortly after for Call of Duty. Maybe I'll do like one episode of this a day. Okay, that brought me nowhere. Let's go up to that electrical board and take a look at it. See if there's a way I was supposed to go. Oh no, not ending the stream now. I meant like end the stream when this chapter is over. Because this is a chapter-based game. And then I'm gonna go like cook dinner. And then after I eat, I'll probably be back on for Call of Duty. Do you feel like playing Call of Duty today, Alexa? I had to have missed something by that dank-ass house. What? Okay, we're gonna go all the way back to that house. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, we're not going that way. We passed by all of this already. This is a tire. Is there maybe a little cave I can go into here? No. The sky looks really cool. Just got some airplane lines. Here's the writing. The light from heaven shone all around him. Making our way downtown. Alright, there's our little dank shack. And our paper boats that are in the water. We'll check it out again. There's gotta be something I missed over here because I walked almost all the way back. And there was no story progression. So let's see. Alright. We got candles. We got 3 eggs. We got nothing. And then we walk. And there's a bunch more of nothing. A bunch more of nothing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I came from there, so I'm obviously not supposed to climb those stairs. At least I don't think so. Oh wait, no, I came from over there. Okay, so yes, I am supposed to climb these stairs. Didn't even see them. So we're gonna climb these stairs. All the way up. And keep on walking. And admiring. I think the object is to eventually progress to up there, that light tower. Or cell phone tower. I don't even know what that is. I'm assuming it's a
sound of
lighthouse.
torn metal, teeth running over the edge of the rocks, a moon that casts a signal as I lay pinned beside you, the ticking of the cooling engine, and the calling from a great height, all my mind as a bypass.
So it's just another reminiscent from the car crash. Some more candles. Oh my god, there's a person. Oh Jesus, there's a person over there. How do I get to you? Person. Person. Ugh. So creepy. I'm not even sure if that's the intent of this game, to be creepy.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber,
Oh, they're gone?
the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark,
Jesus.
we will come together.
They were here, weren't they? They're gone. And as he was P-R-Y-C-E-E thing. Proceeding. Okay, as he was proceeding? That's not how you spell proceeding? I don't know. On his journey, yes. And he was proceeding on his journey. Who is writing all this stuff on the wall? And was come near to Damascus. Damascus is a place, isn't it? No. Okay.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
Throughout sight. So we have Donnelly, the sheep herder, who died from syphilis. Or supposedly died of syphilis. And there's the cages they were talking about.
The stones in my stomach will weigh me down and ensure my descent is true and straight. I will break through the fog of these godforsaken pills and achieve clarity. All my functions are clogged, all my veins are choked. If my leg doesn't rot off before I reach the summit, it will be a miracle. There are 21 connections in the circuit diagram of the anti-lock brakes. There are 21 species of gull inhabiting these islands. It is 21 miles between the Sandford Junction and the turn-off for home. All these things cannot, will not be a coincidence.
21. We have a new clue. The narrator has kidney stones. And it came to pass that as made danger, unauthorized personnel keep out, extreme danger. And it came to pass that as I made my journey and can't read it, I'm looking down. Oh, can't read that. Oh my god. I was trying to read that and I almost walked right off the side of the freaking mountain. I wish I could get a better view of what this is saying.
He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or spat Jakobsen back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago. He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus.
So he wasn't drunk. So then what was he doing? He wasn't drunk. But he caused the crash. Maybe it was the syphilis made him do it. Oh no, that was the sheep herder, not Donnelly.
I have run out of places to climb. I will abandon this body and take to the air.
Oh, I'm
Dear
not controlling
Esther,
anymore.
I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We have always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
So, Esther was Donnelly? Damascus. I hope you all can see see the game pretty good. It looks pretty dark on my phone. Oh, I'm a bird. Come back. presumably this is the end of the chapter. And a light shone from the heavens all around him. So now this is where the narrator put to sail all of his letters from who I believe was Esther, and he watched all 21 of them drift away. Maybe we're number 21.
Come back.
Come back. Alright, what's going on? Oh. Okay. Paul. For the Chinese room. So, seems, I mean, based on credit rolling, it seems like possibly maybe each chapter is maybe its own story. It could be. Unless I just played through the whole game, which is possible, but I would think that it would have gave me, like, you know, chapter names popping up somewhere, so I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out as soon as these credits are done rolling. No music. Nothing. Just so, like, super quiet as we watch the names. A lot of people took to make this. So, I mean, this is obviously, if this isn't the end of the game, it's obviously the end of the chapter. So instead of just making, like, you know, my stream, and later when I upload this to the, when I export it to YouTube, I'm probably just going to end the stream here then, as I don't think there's anything left of this one chapter. And I'll be back in about, like, I want to say like a half hour, 45 minutes. Because I'm going to go cook and eat dinner real quick, and then I'll be back for probably Call of Duty or Friday the 13th. Not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm going to see what my friends are doing, because those games I like to play with different people. Oh wait, am I done with the credits here? Let's see. Oh, okay. Resume or start. Let's hit resume and see where if it brings us to another chapter real quick. But I'm not going to play it. Like, I'm hitting resume, but I'm not going to play it. I just want to see what's going to happen. Or if it just brings me back to the start. Of the first... No, this is different. Yeah, this is different. Okay, so I'm going to end the stream for now, and I'll probably pick up back with Dear Esther. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow? Possibly? Maybe tonight? Depends on how it goes with COD, and Friday, if I get on there and I'm just not feeling it, I might get back on here and stream the next chapter of this. Because the chapters seem to be about like an hour and a half. So, I'll see you guys then.